Hear ye, hear ye. I, Onicia Muller, have discovered the next Christmas classic. Y'all be playing All I Want for Christmas, Mariah on repeat. Y'all be playing DMX, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on repeat. Y'all gonna play Meet Me Next Christmas, this Christmas, next Christmas, and the Christmas after that until your grandbabies are sick of watching it. Hey friends, it's me, Onicia, writer, comedian, lover of romance. We can finally sit down and have a chatty chat about this Christmas film on Netflix called Meet Me Next Christmas. Okay, this is my new sound of music, meaning this is what I watch with my grandma. I'm gonna bring all the generations together. Be like, it's time for Meet Me Next Christmas. Okay, so first of all, I went into this expecting to do a snark video, all the red flags in Meet Me Next Christmas, because although I love romantic comedies, I'm also that friend who's just like, break up with him, sis. Life is too short, you know? And so when I watch these movies, yes, I'm hoping for love. Yes, I'm hoping for shenanigans. But also I'm just like, I'm watching them to say, girl, thank you, Jesus. Couldn't be me, can be me, etc. But this movie caught me by surprise. Trailers nowadays is a mess. I saw a little snippet of something. Christina Milian, she's been building up a portfolio of romantic films. I think this is like the third or fourth one I've seen her in. And most of them were just average, nothing to write home about. But this right here.
You remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Nigga, it's nothing. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here. This shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga.
Let me tell you how I went into this movie like a hater and became pleasantly surprised. Of course, it started with a light-skinned, coolie hair lead. I know, Christina, you can't help your genetics. I'm just saying. Okay, we gotta put it on the Hallmark movie checklist. She's either blondity blonde or she's like spicy white ambiguous. Okay, unless she's like have a Grinch heart and then she's gonna be a brunette. You see what I'm saying with this? Anyways, she up there, she's wearing a red coat, and I'm like, it's a Christmas movie. They always gotta put the lead in some, like, to help them stand out from the crowd, red coat. And then she bumps into Teddy, Duval Ellis, and they do this thing about you take. I don't know if I was hangry on the day or if I just really loved me a good mini quiche, but I wanted to call a relationship red flag on Christina Milian not accepting graces. When you have the characters do a thing where I'm trying to do a chivalry and you're like, oh, no, not me, and we got to do this awkward back and forth. Listen, I'm gonna give you one chance. Here, have it. You say no, mini quiche is mine. Mini quiche is whose? Mini quiche is mine. Okay? The fact that he went back and forth, insisted, even after hearing she had 4, okay? No, unacceptable. But this was the mindset I was on. I was nitpicking the small things. Because, low-key, truth be told, I was waiting for Coffee City Roll. Okay? All I know is he coffee and he's dark. He's like probably too young for me. Okay. Stop, girl. He's too young for you. Anyways, he fine. And I was waiting for like the meet cute. So I was trying to brush Teddy away. Like, Teddy, move. We gotta get to the real meat. I'm so sorry, Teddy. I was not familiar with your game. Okay, but we're gonna get to that. So on his way out, Coffee's James, Airport James, is like, well, not that I'm praying on your downfall, but if y'all don't like work out, meet me next Christmas. And this is what you have to feel. Red flag number 2. If I'm in a relationship and you're trying to push up on me, that's a red flag. And I'm glad that he didn't ultimately end up with Layla. James didn't end up with Layla because, like, I don't like monkey barring from relationship to relationship is messy. Let's see. He's the lead. He's only allowed like 1 or 2 flaws, but he needs to tighten up. So, other thing I was being nitpicky about in the beginning, and this is like the first 10 minutes, Home Yell had this big slice out of her top, and I just wanted to say that in the real world, people who wear impractical clothing is a red flag, because in the relationship, I'm the one wearing impractical clothing, okay? I need your jacket to keep me from freezing. And so it can't be the both of us. You know, it can't be only one of us get to be the baby in the relationship. So when I see people doing irresponsible things like wearing the titties out in the dead of Chicago winter, let's talk about it. Other red flag I had for homegirl. I can't take a chatty drunk. Okay? Or can't take it. Is it because I'm living a sober life? Maybe. But honestly, like, the way she was chatting up James, I'm surprised he didn't get annoyed with her. Pushy people. People who don't care about service workers. Christina Milan, the boss, is talking about how she sent 10,001 emails and she's already in the office before they open. This is a headache client. Like, I had started to hate Layla in from this moment when she showed up at Teddy job and she trying to insinuate that he don't know what he doing, and she all like chop chop, I need it, leaning in, being very hands-on. Like, as this is a great time to plug. As a self-employed person, I do all your media needs. You need document layouts, templates, video editing, audio editing, graphic design, anything about putting a presentation together, a nice package. Check me out at clairemango.com. Use code YouTube for 30% off. Yeah, services. So let's go back to this movie. So the way she was all on Mr. Man, like, I'm like, I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid enough for this during the Christmas season. Like, what is going on? I was so focused on Layla getting with James. It took me way longer than it should have to be like, I actually think Teddy is the one. Let me tell you when. Don't. I thought this movie was going to be a flop because the way, the abruptness of the breakup, I was just like, what kind of writing is this? But I realize now that the writers knew what they were doing, okay? There was like the original boo, he's just a placeholder, and Kofi, James, isn't even the real one to begin with. The whole time I thinking, oh, Teddy's probably gonna be like a magical Negro, like he's gonna be like Santa in this thing, and like in a sense he was, but girl, I don't even know how they got me. I was so deep in this story, I missed it. I was afraid this was gonna be a musical. I was.
Well, I just want to point out that my dewy face was on the line. Mitch, there could be a potential love story happening.
A potential
Christmas love story. Hey, we don't do that.
But then I realized, who else could put on a good musical except the girls? The girls, okay? And look, I had a good time with these guys. I was on the fence. I was nervous. And I think they did such a good job. At first I was questioning, like, why is Teddy texting these people as they go? And I realized Teddy is a professional concierge. So he knows he's probably in a roundabout way asking the Pentatonics to give them a ticket if one should pop up. So he's telling them all the reasons why Layla deserves it. And that is a reasonable plot. Their screenwriters, I'm sorry, I really came in here like up until this 20-minute mark in the movie, I was just like, I was being snarky. And I actually did put my pen down at this point because at this point I don't got no more red flags. I'm locked in. I'm watching this movie. We here now. We here now. So they meet homeboy in the pub, Mr. Craigslist. Listen. How you want to tell the service worker man how to do his job when you basically green enough to get a Craigslist scammed on, right? She could have easily given her money to the bartender, a third party, and then have them give their phone to the bartender. The bartender could review the ticket and be like, press send, and then she wouldn't be robbed. And she wouldn't be robbed. But then she went and made things worse and sprayed pepper spray in Teddy's eyes. Layla sprayed Teddy. She lucky that Teddy was her concierge and not me. Because I was already halfway through filing a workers' comp claim by the time she got me that glass of milk. Okay? I'm clocking out early or I'm clocking in to the holidays early and I'm clocking out of work early because that is unbelievable, not acceptable. This whole time, mind you, I did going, damn, that sucks for Teddy. He needs to stand up for himself, but also bring coffee back. I really, truly, I don't know what I thought was happening. So then we show up to the penthouse of these rich people. Listen, this woman's braid is comically huge. Like, shout out to all the white people who giving us reparations in the form of shenanigans, okay? Cause tell me why they put a Dollar Tree braid in her hair. Like, you know that was 100% pure Kanakalan fibers when I saw, like, when I put it up on my TV big screen and I could see the little textures in there. Listen, I love zoning out and watching stuff on my phone, but every now and then I put it up on the TV and I'm like, Lord, don't ever catch me in an HD production. The HD is, you sees everything. Which sidebar? Y'all watch Baywatch movie? How it is we could see everyone's pores. You could see Dwayne The Rock Johnson looking like a chicken cutlet because you could see where he plucked all his hair feathers. But Priyanka Chopra, poreless. Was that in her contract? I think about that. And I watched Baywatch on a big curved TV. It was like Ultra HD. It was a horrible experience because I was like, I don't need to see The Rock that big and that personal. Who is watching stuff like, can you give me a little blur, a little Gaussian? But back to my good sister with the, what's this, a B3 Kanankalang 30-inch. What's the opposite of a buster? A brick down? A brick a brick pot I had. That's crazy, yo. This bread is crazy. This scene, those people are just so awkward and weird. But like, I get it. We got the two characters separated to get their backstories in a less contrived way. And we got to drop the hint of Teddy's fear. We got to give Christina a designer dress, even though I feel like she would have already had something in her pocket. Hey, you know what? I gotta watch a movie, but I don't think we ever got back to the fact that she held his little gift still. And that's nice of her because I don't like putting things to waste. That sugar plum bag. Y'all losing your life over that purse? No, all shade to Chanel. All shade to Chanel. But also Chanel don't care. Look at what I'm wearing. Chanel don't care. Yeah. Like 90% of my wardrobe is clothes that could double as my pajamas. This scene in Chanel, give it or take it. I agree with my friend who said that some of the jokes were ableist over here, like talking about she need to take her medications or whatever. I go into these movies with the wokeness barrier very low. Like, you know, I'm here for the heteronormative romp in the hay. But if I had to defend this scene for otherwise great film, I would say that character is probably ableist, but not the screenwriter, because we've seen in many places where there's openness and acceptance and diversity, and not in a tokenizing way. It's really good. You gotta rewatch it. If you watched it once, watch it again. Watch it again. Let's get out of Chanel. So they're here walking on the road. So all this time, I'm here waiting for coffee. And I don't want to check the bar. I know we've been here for a while. And I'm like, is this a series? Did I walk into a series? Is this one of those movies where they tell the story from one person's perspective and then there's another part 2 where we tell it from a different perspective? I just didn't want to be heartbroken, so I was just locked in. I was pulled up. I was applauding the screenwriters for taking something that is cliche and standard in a holiday rom-com, the romantic carriage ride, and inserting it in a new, fresh, and unsuspected way. And this way how they got into this carriage really is low-key how any of us get into these carriages during the holidays. So I love this scene so much. It's so cute, and I hate to admit it, but it was only until this carriage ride where I went, I wonder if Teddy's supposed to be the main love. Because right now, I think he might be checking all the boxes that I would take in a guy. But this is what really made me think that, oh yeah, I'm absolutely dating Teddy. When it was by the house and he started cooking up in the kitchen, I was like, oh, and he cooks. It reminded me of a time when my boyfriend, now husband, I was living with a roommate, and it was winter time just like this. And we're in the house saying, oh, it's too cold, we don't have nothing to eat, but we don't want to go to the refrigerator, and we don't want to pay exorbitant fees for delivery. Oh, what are we going to do? We're so hungry. And he casually goes into the kitchen and he's bouncing around, chopping up. Tell me why this man come out with a whole panini sandwich. He took that little bit of tomato that was a little bit shrivelly, but technically still good. The little bit of cheese that, like, you could get a few shavings if you tried to. The little bit of baguette with, like, it not hard, but really, if you knew better, just a little dash of water, steam it up, it'd be good to go. And he made this panini sandwich, and I just want to say, if you have somebody in your life who could cook, green flag. I would wash all the dishes if to avoid feeding myself. Yes, Teddy is the one. We're into the third act, and who am I seeing? Kalen Allen. I'm so excited. First of all, Kalen, I didn't know you were an actor. I knew you had the charisma, but to see you acting, yes, all the things you were in. Let's talk about this eyeliner. Let's talk about this shirt. I'm trying to say the word fabulous and casual blended together. Fabucasualous? Listen. It's like it looks like a plain t-shirt up front, but then when you look closer, it got materials, and I want to own it for myself, but I just know this shit is designer and I can't afford it. So, Kaylin, if you happen to sneak it off the set, can you give me a copy? I hate to look up things because I don't like to look up things and then find out that I'm broke. Find out that I got expensive taste. My only one critique of that top is it does look a little bit sheer, but ain't nothing a little tank top can't fix. So now they go to the house. Oh, I just love the side swoop of this shirt. So now they go to the house. And this is when, I know I keep saying this when I fall in love with the movie. I done been in love with the movie. But this is when I'm like just up in the air, cheering. Christina Milian is going to do a dance number. Christina, pick it up slow. Bring it down to the ground. Stick it, pop. Let's, oh God, what's the lyrics? Yo, I was like, finally, the triple threat is here. She sing, she dance, she act. Put some respect on my girl name. I'm so, hey yo, Kaylin, the eyeliner is fierce. What a character. You stole the show. I love a crazy hoe. And then they're doing the routine. And all my fears about this being a musical was like subsiding because like the pentatonics, they got the vocals. Kaylin is like, yes, no. And then we get the makeover. Santa baby. Yeah. Listen. In the middle of a holiday rom-com, we get a RuPaul's Drag Race contest. I love it. And I love that we got to actually watch some of these performances because it really was work, okay? I love it. Christina, Layla, and Teddy held their own. That kiss. Oh, let's talk about that kiss. When she rammed her face in Mr., I was like, mouth guard much? Jeez Louise. But then I realized it's not an accident. It's for real. She be ramming her face in this man face, ramming her lips onto this man face. You know the physics. That it makes me want to rewatch her other romantic comedies and be like, girl, is this how you kiss? Or was this just for this movie? Because it's aggressive much. So then they, rom-coms are supposed to have a moment where they like break up before they come back together. Kaylin, look at this hair. This is crazy. This whole look is fabulous. This blue coat, he's dressed like Santa. I love this film so much, honestly, truly. And what's going on with our friend, I makeup scene? Whoever be doing these looks in real life, like, hats off to you, because I couldn't. Christina, the edges always laid. Oh, I wonder how your hair is on your downtime, because do you really crispy out your hair on a daily? Because it wouldn't survive. It couldn't survive, right? You got good hair, Linda. It might have a little extensions in there, but the hairline is secured. Okay, the hairline is secured. We get to the Pentatonics, and at this point, I'm like, are we even gonna see James? Here, look at me thinking, oh, they're gonna just do a cop out, James won't show up. No, James is there. He bought that ticket as soon as it went on sale because he probably was still single. And in the meantime, he had his own rom-com adventure. And she's talking to him. At this point, he don't even remember what she looked like. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And then we know Teddy's afraid of heights. And they planted that so smoothly, giving her time to run around to the side. Meet me next Christmas. Y'all, should we have a rewatch party? Because I want to meet you next Christmas. I love it so much. It's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. Sorry to you if you came here looking for a review and ended up doing spoilers. Maybe I should name this a recap. Anyways, like I was saying, shout out to Molly Haldeman and Camilla Rubis. Like I was saying, shout out to Molly Haldeman and Camilla Rubis. Y'all did the mother effing thing. Listen, Miss Christina Milian, pick it up slow. Listen. Y'all used her. Y'all tricked me. I would have loved to come and say, you can't fool me. You absolutely did. I was halfway in this movie. You took, is this a red herring? A man so fine that I almost missed Teddy. And isn't that the lesson for the season? That we need not overlook the Teddys in our lives. Beloveds, I want you to look around. It's cuffing season. Don't just cuff with anybody. Cuff with the one who could cook. Cuff with the one who got the chivalry. Cuff with the one who putting up with your tantrum. Cuff with the ones who helping you spot Craigslist scams. Cuff with the ones who could thug it out through a pepper spray to the eyes. Cuff with the one who is willing to go on corny romantic carriage rides. Cuff with the ones who will do a whole dance routine and go against the fiercest drag queens to make sure you got tickets to the concert of your favorite band ever. Cuff with the one. It's so good. It's so good. What? Deval Ellis? You did it. It's so good. Caitlin, you did it. You're so good. Pentatonics, y'all did it. Y'all so good. I love this movie. I'm not a cutesy Instagram person, so you're not gonna come here to find like eyebrows on fleek or like, contour for the gods. The only contouring I got going on right here right now is my mustache. If you actually know me in real life and you watch this video and you don't click like just because you know me and you're glad I'm alive, you're dirty. You're no good, you're dirty. Just click like, man. Like, it's totally anonymous. Like, nobody in the world going to know that you actually like this video. Don't be stingy. Just click like.
Guess who? Solo Queen, Sigma Defense, Big Blacks. Yeah.